Hey guys, massive ending to this week's SmackDown. We got so much to go through, so much to talk about. Let's get started. Roman Reigns made his way down to the ring on his own. He said to Solo and Jimmy that there was steak and sushi in the bus, thanks to the wise man. And so he sent them off to go and enjoy that, have a good dinner. He came down to the ring on his own. It is worth just looking at his new shirt. His new shirt is just Roman and Paul Heyman. I think that's really interesting because does it hint towards the end of the bloodline? Does that new shirt kind of imply that it's going to just be Heyman and Roman going forward very, very soon? Obviously, there was no sign of Jay tonight. In fact, the story leading up to this final segment was them trying to get a hold of Jay. None of them could do it. But basically, it resulted in Roman deciding to come down to the ring with just him and Paul, and his shirt was just him and Paul. And so he was talking. He said, "What do you want to talk about?" The crowd were obviously chanting Sami. He said, "I want to talk about Cody, someone that has earned my attention, but you want to talk about the past, so let's talk about the past." And he said, "Do you know what I saw in Sami's eyes at Survivor Series?" Because you might remember Jay went up to Roman with some concerns, and Roman actually spoke to Sami, looked in his eyes, and he said when he looked in his eyes, he saw greed. He saw greed. He saw someone that was using his bloodline, someone that was using him. And obviously after that, it seemed like they were on the same page, but it didn't take us very long to get to the trial of Sami, for example. Or for Sami to be tested, where we had Sami and Roman in a tag match against Kevin and John Cena. So it was very interesting just to get that insight into the recent history. But basically, he was talking away, and whilst he was talking, he would then be attacked. A hooded person. Doesn't take long, obviously, to figure out who this is, but a hooded person jumped Roman from behind. The place went banana, and that hooded person would reveal themselves to be Sami Zayn. Now, this picture does just block out the bottom part of this shirt. It did say Sami Uso, but there's tape over the bottom part. It's a new Sami shirt. It actually says Sami Zayn. It's got Zayn written on the tape. It's a really cool shirt. And so Sami was like, "You're wrong. I never wanted anything from you, but I want something now. I want a shot. I want you, and I want a shot at the WWE Universal Undisputed Magic Championship, whatever it's called." So he basically wants his belts. So he wants to get his own back on Roman, and he wants to take those titles away. It was a really good promo, actually. Really, really good promo. And the place was going bananas. I did look at the clock at this point, and there was still 7 minutes to go. And I was like, what are we getting? Like, how have we still got so much time? Because this sort of felt like where I would have ended the show. Like, I want your titles. But it didn't end there. We then got Sami being attacked with Solo and Jimmy attacking. So they attacked. They weren't enjoying the steak and the sushi. Big swerve. They came down to the ring. They attacked Sami. They actually had Sami in the corner with a chair over his head. And Solo was about to charge over. Roman came back to the ring. He stopped Solo from attacking Sami. And so he then went over to Sami and basically said, "You want me, you can have me." Like, the crowd at this point were chanting for Jay. Roman was like, "I don't have Jay. They want Jay. I don't have him because you tore my family apart. Well, in Montreal at Elimination Chamber, I'm going to embarrass you in front of yours." So all of this story makes perfect sense. Roman's family has been split apart. They can't get a hold of Jay. The reason for that is because of Sami. So now Roman wants to embarrass Sami in front of his family and friends in Montreal at Elimination Chamber. So we've got to where we need to get to. I did think there was a chance that we could get Jay coming down in this segment. We didn't. But it was amazing. It was amazing. It's another amazing segment. I don't know that it quite gets to the heights of like the honorary use moment when he gets that shirt. I don't know that it was quite the heights of what we saw at the Royal Rumble. This was a segment that served its purpose, but this place went crazy when Sami hit the ring. Obviously, it all settled down. The crowd were chanting desperately for Jay. They wanted someone, anyone, to come and make the save and help Sami. No one does. Thankfully, no one needed to, because Roman decided to not really go after Sami here, but instead send that message of, I'm going to embarrass you in front of your family. Big segment, great segment, so entertaining. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What would you do with Jey Uso now? What would you do with Jey Uso? He's meant to be teaming up with his brother for a tag title match next week. Are we going to get that? Are we not getting that? Is it going to be Jimmy and Solo? Let me know in the comments. What would you do next? Where would you take this story next? Amazing segment, though. Fantastic ending to SmackDown. And this bloodline story, I just can't get enough of it. I just can't get enough of it.